जय श्री श्री गुरु गौरांग गंधर्विका गिरिधारी युग जय। जय श्री श्री गुरु गौरांग श्री राधा मदन मोहन पंचतत्त्वात्मक श्री गौर हरि की जय। जय श्री श्री गुरु गौरांग श्री राधा नयननाथ जीव की जय। जय श्री गौर नित्यानंद प्रभु की जय। जय श्री जगन्नाथ देव की जय। जय नित्यलीला परिष्टोम विष्णुपाद परमहंसाष्टतरशशिला भक्ति वल्लभ तीर्थ गोसाई महाराज की जय। जय नित्यलीला परिष्टोम विष्णुपाद परमहंसाष्टतरशशिला भक्ति दैत माधव गोसाई महाराज की जय। जय नित्यलीला परिष्टोम विष्णुपाद परमहंसाष्टतरशशिला भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोसाई प्रभुपाद की जय। जय परमहंसा श्रील गौर किशोर दास बाबा जी महाराज की जय। जय श्रील सच्चिदानंद भक्ति विनोद ठाकुर की जय। जय वैष्णव सर्वम श्रील जगन्नाथ दास बाबा जी महाराज की जय। जय श्री रूपानुग गुरुवर की जय। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्री वसदि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। जय श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपी गोवर्धन वृंदावन श्री राधा कुंद श्याम कुंदात्मक श्री ब्रज मंदिर की जय। जय श्री नवदीप धाम की जय। जय श्री पुरुषोत्तम धाम की जय। जय श्री बलदेव सुभद्रा जगन्नाथ श्री सुदर्शन चक्र जीव की जय। जय श्री वृंदा देवी तुलसी देवी की जय। जय सर्वविघ्न विनाशनकारी श्री नृसिंह देव की जय। जय अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। जय समागत भक्त वृंद की जय। जय श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय। गौर परमानंदे हरि बोल। वंदे हम श्री गुरु श्रीयुता पदकमलं श्री गुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगना रघुनाथान्वितं तां सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्ण चैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगना ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितंश्च। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hari Bol, 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 Hari Bol. Now we are continuing our Srimad Bhagavatam reading because Vyasadeva wrote so many scriptures, but he was not satisfied. Only after writing Srimad Bhagavatam, which clearly explains about pure devotion to Krishna, he was satisfied, got eternal bliss. That is why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told us, his followers, that you have to hear Srimad Bhagavatam. The Goswamis, 6 Goswamis, disciples of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all their books, they are based on Srimad Bhagavatam. And we have to regularly hear, because that will inspire us to worship Krishna. 2 things. One is Grantha Bhagavat, scripture Bhagavat, another is devotee Bhagavat. They will make us inclined to serve Krishna. So that is why this is so much important. To get inspiration, our Srila Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaj told, to read all scriptures or to hear Harikatha, the purpose is to get inspiration to chant Harinam for the satisfaction of Krishna. That is why he also ordered our Gurudev, when he sent him, yes, you should go to Western countries, also all over the world, to give this message, that in this Kali Yuga there is no other way to get ultimate goal of life than chanting Harinam. This you have to tell. This is the teaching of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And I heard now also from Srila Bhakti Bodhaya Goswami Maharaj, he told when some Western devotees, they were inviting him to come, then he was also not inclined to go, and then he asked his Gurudev that what I should do. Then Puri Goswami said, yes, you have to go. Then Bodhan Maharaj said, but I don't know this philosophy and I don't know I can present properly. That was in 1998. So then Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaj told him, you don't worry about this. You, every time you conclude your Harikatha by speaking the glories of Harinam, chanting Harinam, then everything is perfect. You don't worry. So our Gurudev also, if you hear his Harikathas in Western countries, every Harikatha, he will conclude with this, that there are 4 yugas. What you got in Satya by meditation, by sacrifice in Treta, by deity worship in Dwapar, you will get everything in Kali Yuga by Harinam. So it is not so difficult to practice the teaching of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, also to propagate. Only you have to make this central point, that is chanting. So all other devotional forums, what you are doing, even Diksha Mantras, and that is everything to inspire us to chant for Krishna satisfaction. And Harinam will take us to ultimate goal of life, that Braja Prem we can get now by the grace of Mahaprabhu and this name what he gave. So today we will start 5th canto, chapter 1, the activities of Maharaj Priyavrata. Rajovach. Priyavrato Bhagavata Atma Rama Kata Mune. Grihe Rama Tayan Mulach Karma Bandach Para Bhavacha. King Parikshit inquired from Shukadev Goswami, O great sage, why did King Priyavrata, who was a great self-realized devotee of the Lord, remain in household life, which is the root cause of the bondage of karma, fruitive activities, and which defeats the mission of human life? It's a very good question. Priyavrata, you remember, first Manu and Shatarupa appeared from Brahma. Others, they did not want to enter household life. 4 Kumaras, Shiva and Narada, those who came. But Swayambhuva, Manu and Shatarupa entered household life, and from them first progeny is coming. So first sons were Priyavrata and Uttanpat. Uttanpat is father of Dhruva. And 3 daughters, Devahuti, Akuti and Prasuti. 5 children. So he was already Atmarama. Atmarama and Bhagavat means devotee. Prahlad Maharaj also told, Atma Patam Griham Andakupam. Household life is like a dark well. If you fall down, you cannot come out. Yes. So here, if one falls into this well, his spiritual death is assured. How Priyavrata Maharaj remained a liberated Paramahamsa even within family life is described in the next verse. Na nunam mukta sanganam tadrishanam dvijarshabha griheshu abhiniveshoyam pumsam bhavitum arhati. Devotees are certainly liberated persons. Therefore, O greatest of the Brahmanas, they cannot possibly be absorbed in family affairs. Mahatam kalu viprarshe uttama shloka padayoho chaya nirvrita chitanam na kutumbe sprihamatihi. Yes. elevated Mahatmas who have taken shelter of the lotus feet of the Supreme Personality of Godhead are fully satiated by the shade of those lotus feet. Their consciousness cannot possibly become attached to family members. When Bali Maharaj got the lotus feet of Supreme Lord on his head, then Vaman Bhagavan asked him, "What do you want? Any boon?" Then he said, "I don't want anything. I only want your feet should remain on my head," because he was fully satiated, fully satisfied. That is the only place or only way that jiva, every jiva, can be fully happy and always. And because they're having that higher taste, they don't become attached. They don't think attached to family members. They don't think this is mine and for my enjoyment. They don't have such attachment. Yes. Param drishtva nivartate. One gives up lower engagement when he experiences a higher taste. Sangshayoyam mahan brahman. Daragara sutadishu saktasya yat siddhir abhut Krishna cha matir achyutta. The king continued, "O great Brahmana," means Shukadev Goswami, "this is my great doubt. How was it possible for a person like King Priyavrata, who was so attached to wife, children and home, to achieve the topmost infallible perfection in Krishna consciousness?" Because he's saying he was already satisfied, he was devoted and he's satisfied, so it is impossible for him to be attached to family members. But we see he's in household life and he's attached to wife, children. How then he could get Krishna consciousness? Shri Shuka Uvach. Badam uktam Bhagavata uttama shlokasya Srimad Charanaravinda Makaranda Rasa Aveshita Chetaso Bhagavata Paramahamsa Daita Katham Kinchit Antaraya Vihatam Svam Shiva Tamam Padavim Na Prayena Hinvanti. Sri Shukadev Goswami said, "What you have said is correct. The glories of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is praised in eloquent, transcendental verses by such exalted personalities as Brahma, are very pleasing to great devotees and liberated persons." These are transcendental verses. Those who are realized souls, what they compose, that is also transcendental. Or songs by pure devotees, they are transcendental. So we should sing those songs by which Krishna was pleased. Then we'll get devotion. Even if you don't understand the meaning, still devotional effect you will get by sincerely singing those songs, like Narottam Thakur, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Rupa Goswami, like this. That is why that is also important practice. One who is attached to the nectarian honey of the Lord's lotus feet, and whose mind is always absorbed in his glories, may sometimes be checked by some impediment, but he still never gives up the exalted position he has acquired. Yarhi vava harajan saraja putrah priyavratah parama bhagavato naradasya charano pa seva ya Yangjasavagata Paramartha Satatvo Brahma Satrena Dikshishamano Vanitala Paripalanayanata Pravara Guna Ganaikanta Bhajanataya Svapitro Pamantrito Bhagavati Vasudeva Eva Vya Vadana Samadhi Yogena Samaveshita Sakala Karaka Kriya Kalapo Neiva Vya Nandat Yadyapi Tat Apratyamnatavyam Tat Adhikarana Atmano Nyasmat Asatopi Parabhavam Anviksha Manaha. Shukadev Goswami continued. My dear king, Prince Priyavrata, was a great devotee because he sought the lotus feet of Narad, his spiritual master, and thus achieved the highest perfection in transcendental knowledge that is necessary. Acharjovan Purusho Veda. If you accept Acharya means bona fide guru, surrender to him, then you can know. You can have transcendental knowledge, otherwise not. With advanced knowledge, he always engaged in discussing spiritual subjects and did not divert his attention to anything else. The prince's father then asked him to take charge of ruling the world. He tried to convince Priyavrata that this was his duty as indicated in the revealed scriptures. Prince Priyavrata, however, was continuously practicing Bhakti Yoga by constantly remembering the Supreme Personality of Godhead, thus engaging all his senses in the service of the Lord. Therefore, although the order of his father could not be rejected, the prince did not welcome it. Thus he very conscientiously raised the question of whether he might be diverted from devotional service by accepting the responsibility of ruling over the world. Atha ha Bhagavan Adideva etasya guna visargasya paribrimha nanu dhyana vyavasita sakala jagat abhipraya atmayonir akhila nigama nijagana pariveshtitaha svabhavanat avatatara. Sri Shukadev Goswami continued. The first created being and most powerful demigod in this universe is Lord Brahma, who is always responsible for developing universal affairs. Now, when I was in Vienna, again Buddha Maharaj, I did not say demigod, but he himself remembered. He said, Madan Gopal always says demigod, but it should be gods and goddesses. Then I told to Maharaj, this is in Harikatha, then I told to Maharaj that why, because here in Western countries this word God is meant like for supreme being, and God can be only one. So if you say gods and goddesses, then these people will charge you, will accuse you that you, though Hindus, they are worshipping many gods. That is polytheism, that is totally wrong. And then he said, why I'm saying so? Because when I was in South Africa, there was one Hindu temple there, and I was supposed to have program there, but they cancelled my program. Then why? Then they explained, because someone of your group, but another organization, he was telling that we are worshipping demigods. So they felt that they are like objects of worship, they are disrespected. So they did not invite Buddhayan Maharaj to go there. That is why Buddhayan Maharaj said, that is why I'm using gods and goddesses, not demigods. Then I told him during Prasad that when I was in India, on the train one time, I remember, then one maybe army or policeman or something, he little started speaking with me. Then he asked me, who is your God? Then I said, God is only one. There are not many gods. No, everyone is God. Shiva is God, Kali is God, Durga is God, Hanuman is God, everyone is God. You tell me, who is your God? And I told, no, God is only one. So this Hindu, some like Mayavadis, they think the one Brahman, then in many pots, so all equal. And some Karma Kandis, they also think they're like he is supreme, all are supreme. So this conception also is wrong, what they are having. That is why they felt offended there in South Africa, that Hindu mandir, if you say demigods, then they think you are minimizing. They're all gods and goddesses. But our point, why Srila A.C. Bhaktivinoda Swami Maharaj was using this word demigod, even you will find it in Brahma Samhita or Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur in English. That was of course written by Nishikanta Sanyal with the approval of Prabhupada. There also this word is used, demigod. So I told to prevent this thinking that there are many Supreme Lords, because Supreme Lord is only one. And these Devis, Devatas and Devis, they are empowered, that is okay, but they are not God as Bhagavan, Supreme Lord. So that is why it is said demigods, like half or not full gods. Then Buddhayan Maharaj told me, okay, you show me in dictionary the word, the meaning of this word demi. So I forgot in between. Now I remember, I have to check. So this is the point. I understand what is his point, that some people will feel offended if you say demigods, and that will not be good for preaching. So that is why he's using, I told him, I fully understand your point. But my point is that conception, what they are having, that there are many Supreme Lords, that is not correct. And also in Western countries, because we have these religions of the scripture, means like Abrahamic religions, so to think there are many gods, that is very bad. God is only one. Everyone is saying God is only one, and they are accusing Hindus, they are worshipping many gods. Our Gurudev also wrote in Dashavatar, that book, that sometimes the followers of Sanatana Dharma are being accused of polytheism, means worshipping many gods. Then Gurudev said, no, Vedas don't say there are many gods, God is only one, but he may have many pastimes and different forms, and these demigods, they are empowered by him, so everything clearly explained. But because this misrepresentation of Vedic knowledge, this by so-called Hindus, then such thing is happening. For them, for some, everything is same. Hanuman, Krishna, Kali, Durga, anyone you worship, that is God. So then Maharaj also understood what is my point, why I'm saying demigods, and also our acharyas they are saying. And then he told me to find him this, the word demi, what means. So also if those Hindus, they say that all are gods, there is no, they are all equal, then this is also one offense to Harinam. We are aware of this, so we don't feel good hearing these things. Because in the second offense to Harinam, this offense is there to think Shiva and other demigods equal to Supreme Lord. That is offense to Harinam. So we also don't like to hear such conceptions. There are many gods and goddesses, all equal. Bahu Ishwar Vat, many Supreme Lords. So according to time, place, circumstances, I understand his point, but I try to make him understand what is my point in telling this. Because also I have experienced this. In India, he was asking me, who is your God? So Lord Brahma is the most powerful demigod in this universe, is Lord Brahma, who is always responsible for developing universal affairs, means this universe. Born directly from the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he dedicates his activities to the welfare of the entire universe, for he knows the purpose of universal creation. This supremely powerful Lord Brahma, accompanied by his associates and the personified Vedas, left his own abode in the highest planetary system and descended to the place of Prince Priyavrata's meditation. Brahma also did not know what to do before. Now also Buddha and Maharaj was explaining that Bengali house. Also in temple one time, he likes to explain this Chatushloki Bhagavatam. First, Brahma was ordered to do tapasya. Then after, Supreme Lord appeared and said, now you will realize the knowledge by my grace, mat anugrahasya. So he told that this is necessary, getting the blessing of Supreme Lord and Guru for realization. We can do sadhana, we can do reading and everything, but for getting realization, that blessing is necessary. They will give when they will see our sincere effort. That is why you need a realized Guru. Take shelter of realized Guru, because otherwise he cannot give blessing. But blessing of Guru is necessary. It is also in Srimad in Vedanta Sutra you will find about Guru and our effort and all this. So there it is written that you need the blessing of Guru, not only sadhana, to get realization. So Brahma came to Priyavrata. Sa tatra gagana tala udu patir iva vimana valibhir anupatam amara parivriddair abhi pujyamana pati cha varut shah siddha gandharva sadhya charana muni ganair upagiyamano ganda madana dronim avabhasayan upasasarpa. So after Brahma got blessing from Krishna, then he understood that his duty to serve Krishna is to create this universe. There is some purpose behind in creating this. It is for Krishna's satisfaction. As Buddha and Maharaj also explained now, Krishna wanted to do some drama. or in the language of Bhaktivinoda Thakur, this is also one kind of unlimited Leelas of Krishna. There are unlimited varieties, so this is one of them. To make this Leela, Madan Maharaj like a drama, and then there's necessary some actors should be there for this. So these Tatashta Shakti Jivas are here. So Brahma is engaged in facilitating this Leela. As Lord Brahma descended on his carrier, the great swan, all the residents of the planets named Siddhaloka, Gandharvaloka, Sadhyaloka, and Charanaloka, as well as great sages and demigods flying in their different airplanes, assembled within the canopy of the sky to receive Lord Brahma and worship him. Charanaloka means moon. That is full in habitation there. Habitation. As he received respect and adoration from the residents of the various planets, Lord Brahma appeared just like the full moon surrounded by illuminating stars. Lord Brahma's great swan then arrived at the border of Gandhamadana hill and approached Prince Priyavrata, who was sitting there. On moon there are so many residents. They're higher beings. Yes. Here, Srila Sai Maharaj is telling, Srila A.C. Bhaktivinoda Sai Maharaj in commentary, the interplanetary system undoubtedly exists, and residents of different planets may go from one to another. On this earth, however, we have not invented any machine that can go directly from one planet to another, although an unsuccessful attempt has been made to go directly to the moon. Unsuccessful, but their showing is great success. So those who are sincere by the grace of Krishna, they can understand what is the point. Ravan, demon, also he wanted to make stairs to Svargaloka. Physical stairs means you can just go, but you can go to Svargaloka by pious activities, not by your demoniac and exploitive mood. So he was unsuccessful, Ravan. So to come to the moon, there is a process. You need a certain pious activities, then you can enter there, and then you can see what is there. And this, of course, for devotees, that is not goal. We want to go to transcendental abode of Supreme Lord, especially Vrindavan, to serve Krishna, not to enjoy, but to serve. Tatra hava enam devarshir hangsa yanena pitaram bhagavantam hiranya garbam upalabha manaha saha saivo tayarhanena saha pita putra byam avahi tanjalir upataste. Lord Brahma, the father of Narada Muni, is the supreme person within this universe. As soon as Narada saw the great swan, he could understand that Lord Brahma had arrived. Therefore, he immediately stood up along with Swayambhuva Manu and his son Priyavrata, whom Narada was instructing. Then they folded their hands and began to worship Lord Brahma with great respect. Parangurudev is coming. Brahma is guru of Narad and father. Narad is guru of Priyavrata. So now Parangurudev is coming, so giving respect. In Jaiva Dharma also you will find that Sannyasi Thakur, he came from Varanasi to Navadip and took shelter of, I think the first one is Prem Das Babaji. So he was disciple of Pradyumna Mishra, Pradyumna Brahmachari. So he was still living in Rishingapalli. So they went from Godrum to Nrishingapalli, and this disciple, he met his Parangurudev. And Parangurudev, he told, you got very good Gurudev. So it is not absolutely necessary that first Guru must disappear and then next one can happen. Not always. Depends on the whether someone is qualified or not and what is the necessity. Like during Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's time, he awakened so many, even ladies, children, old, sick, everyone he embraced and told them to chant Harinam, and they immediately got Prem. So they became gurus in the presence of Mahaprabhu. And it is written there, they became acharyas. And then when they went to village, they converted other villagers. And those who were converts, they also became gurus. Like this, so many gurus, so many pure devotees. There is no problem in this. The only thing is whether they are qualified. So like you have so many schools in this world, primary schools for that city, this city, that, because so many children, they have to go. So there are many teachers. So that is no problem. That is no problem because there are many jivas. So if someone is qualified, then he can help others. That is good. Our Parangurudev also made one brahmachari during his life. He wanted to become guru, to do this service, and Parangurudev approved. Said, yes, this is service. But he told, not in Chaitanya Gauriya Math, because for Chaitanya Gauriya Math only one acharya system is there. But you make your own mission, and he made, and Parangurudev, he himself went to that brahmachari's place, and he installed deities there for that mat. And he blessed him, and then he was guru during the time of Parangurudev. That is no problem. The only thing is the guru must be qualified, realized, at least madhyam bhav. Then he can teach. That is very good, because to bring jivas back to Krishna, that is service to Krishna. So one who is preacher, he will not be envious of another preacher. He will be very glad that he is also bringing jivas to same Supreme Lord. There is no question of any competition or like this. The only thing is sometimes if someone is misleading, then they will say don't go there. But otherwise, they are happy. And that is why Guru also, he must be pure devotee, at least Madhyamadikar Bhav, pure devotee, so that he does not have any desire for name and fame. And also he should be well established in this fact that Krishna is the only maintainer. If he is not well established in this point, then he will be envious if someone is having more disciples. There will be competition, and also he will think, why he's taking away my disciples, then how I will live. I need donations, I need these sevaks, I need all this. So they are very worried if someone will take my people. That is, if Guru is not realized, if he knows Krishna is maintainer, then why he will fight for this? And if he's realized, then he has no any point in acquiring name and fame. I have so many disciples. That is not real Guru. That is why you will find that Bhakti Sharan Shanta Maharaj, we are hearing his biography, he would train small boys in our mat, those small boys who came like for brahmachari, he would train them everything, kirtan like this. Then gradually, if they went to some other place and they got initiation in that mat or this mat, he was never disturbed by that. Oh, I give energy, they are mine, they should become my disciples. Like that is not in their mind. Their mind is, I'm doing my duty for the service of Krishna, and when they will grow by the guidance of those gurus, that's very good. Krishna will be happy. Like one disciple of Srila A.C. Bhaktivinoda Swami Maharaj, Asita, he first met our Parang Gurudev in one Harikatha public program, and he became attracted to Krishna consciousness. Then gradually he met Srila A.C. Bhaktivinoda Swami Maharaj. He took Harinam from him and was staying in one temple, ISKCON in Mayapur. But then there was some problem there, some misbehavior towards him. Then he became very much discouraged, and he told to Srila A.C. Bhaktivinoda Swami Maharaj, his guru, that this thing happened, so I cannot remain here. And also I have great faith in Srila Madhav Goswami Maharaj because he awakened me first. So I want to stay with him. I want to under his guidance, so I want to take initiation from him and stay with him. So you please give me your permission. Then Sai Maharaj said, yes, I am sorry that what happened in Mayapur, because I cannot be at all places at the same time. So sometimes such things happen. I am helpless. I am very sorry that that thing happened. That was wrong. And yes, I am giving you my blessing. You can go to Srila Madhav Goswami Maharaj and you serve him, and you can take again initiation with my full permission, blessing. Then he also wrote one letter to our Parang Gurudev telling that this is my disciple, Asita. I am giving him full permission, full blessing that he may come to you and you can give him initiation. And you please care for his development of Krishna consciousness. So like that, their purpose is that the jivas should be engaged in the service of Krishna. That is the purpose. If there is any other purpose, then that is not guru, that is not preacher. That is some worldly acquisition thinking. For name and fame, for donation, for manpower, for sense gratification, that is not real guru. Those who are pure devotees, they have no any desires and no competition and no worries like then who will maintain me? Then I will lose donations. And those who are also false gurus, they will intentionally not say all the rules and regulations of Shastra for the service of Krishna, like you can eat, no problem, fish, this, chai, no problem. Why? Because they are worried if I will tell all these rules, then they will not want to become disciples. Then how I will get donation? So that is not good. Those who are real devotees, their target is service of Krishna. So they cannot cheat others. Like, no, you can do anything. Only for money they are doing. But they know Krishna is my maintainer. So why I have to cheat? Why I have to demand money and make compromise with Siddhanta, with practice? Then I am losing my... That is not for the service of Krishna. Yes. Bhagavan api bharata tat upani tarhanah sukta vake nati taram udita guna gana vatara sujaya priyavratam adi purushastam sadaya hasavaloka iti hovacha. My dear King Parikshit, because Lord Brahma had finally descended from Satyaloka to Bhuloka, Narada Muni, Prince Priyavrata, and Swayambhuva Manu came forward to offer him objects of worship and to praise him in highly qualified language, according to Vedic etiquette. At that time, Lord Brahma, the original person of this universe, felt compassion for Priyavrata and, looking upon him with a smiling face, spoke to him as follows. Another example I remembered now in this point. There was one very respected person and rich and well-to-do person in Kolkata, I think some university professor or something. So somehow he came to our Chaitanya Gauriya Math, where Srila Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaj was staying that time. And he became attracted and he said, I want to take your shelter, I want to take initiation from you. Then Puri Goswami Maharaj asked him, where did you come from? Then he said, I am from Behala, Kolkata. Then Puri Goswami Maharaj said, then you go there. There is one my god brother's mat there, Srila Bhakti Kumud Shanta Goswami Maharaj. His mat is there. Better you take initiation from him. That will be better, because you will get more opportunity to be close to your Gurudev and to serve him directly and hear him and everything. So you go there. And he gave him this order. So he did not say, yes, you come, I want to make you a disciple. No, they are thinking about the welfare, eternal welfare of jivas. And though Srila Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaj, 2 times he met Bhaktivinoda Thakur when he was child. And also was associated with one of his disciples, that Bhakti Ratna Thakur, or maybe even god brother of Bhaktivinoda, I'm not sure. And he met Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur in 1915, on the same day when Srila Gaurkishore Das Babaji Maharaj disappeared. He saw that what we are hearing now, that many Babajis, they were quarreling. Who will take the transcendental body of Gaurkishore Das Babaji Maharaj to make Samadhi? Because they were thinking people will come and Babaji Maharaj is famous saint, so we will get continuous donations. Then Prabhupada Bimala Prasad, that time Brahmachari, he came there and said, no, I am the only disciple of Babaji Maharaj, I will make his Samadhi. Then they told that Puri Goswami Maharaj was there, present. That was first meeting of him and Prabhupada, and also he saw the body of Gaurkishore Das Babaji. Then the other Babajis, they told, You may be his disciple, only disciple, but you are not renounced person. We are Babajis. You are not renounced person, so we have a right to take. Then Prabhupada said, okay. And one policeman was there also because it was so much quarreling. Then Prabhupada said, okay, you are saying you are renounced persons. My Gurudev is transcendental personality. If any of you did not have any connection, means if with connection with any lady last 6 months, or even 3 months, or even last week, or even 3 days, within these 3 days, if you did not have, then you can touch his transcendental body. Otherwise, if you touch his transcendental, you will be ruined. You will die. Then that policeman, even he said last night. Then that policeman was first ashamed, and then he asked Prabhupada, how you will know they are speaking truth or not? Then Prabhupada said, I will take their word. I told, if any had this connection with ladies, they will touch his body, they will die, they will be ruined. I will take their word. Then slowly everyone left. The Bhakti Pramod Puri Maharaj told, he saw that. So it is not so easy. So Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaj, he met Prabhupada in 1915 and was associating, and then also in Kolkata, and was hearing his Harikatha and everything. Then later he joined the mat after studies and this. And Srila Bhakti Kumud Shanta Goswami Maharaj, he was very young boy. Bhakti Pramod Puri Maharaj brought him to the mat. When they were in preaching there in Bengal, so in that house, he saw, and Bhakti Hidabun, he saw this small boy, Radharaman, that time, that he's very much inclined for spiritual matters. He brought him to Prabhupada. And Prabhupada accepted, so he was like youngest one in the mat, Bhakti Kumud. And Prabhupada used to affectionately, like as a child, and Tui, like this, he called. In Bengali, you have 3 levels of relation. Like Apni means like senior respect, with respect, that is Apni. Then Tumi is like friendship. You. Apni means you, but in great respect. And Tumi is like friendship. And Tui is like for someone who is younger and like affectionate. And that ending also changes. Apni korben, you will do. Tumi korbe. And for Tui, I forgot in future how it is, but for present, I know that you have to say Tumi ki korchis. At the end, S comes. If you say Tumi ki kori or Tumi ki korchi is for you, but for Tui is korchis at the end. So it's different. So Prabhupada used to call Tui with affection to Radharaman. So you see. But later on, in this case, Srila Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaj is telling one like rich person, you take shelter of my god brother, so much junior to him. He brought him, but he knows he's qualified. He's a realized soul, and he also explained to him. He also said to him, in Ganga river, if you take water from this ghat or that ghat, landing stage. That is same Ganga. That is no difference. It is not that in this ghat there is better Ganga. That ghat is not good Ganga. Ganga is Ganga. So if one is realized the soul, truth is truth. Krishna is truth. Absolute truth. So one who knows Krishna, he can give Krishna. Krishna said, Tomar Krishna dite paro. Tomara Shakati Ache. So Bhakti Pramod Puri Maharaj told you go to him. But if there is like this competition for why he's taking my disciples or those I'm training, or you go your own preaching like this, that is means there is some other interest there for worldly acquisition, not for service of Krishna to bring jivas to his lotus feet. That is the business of Guru. So if someone is doing, then you should be very happy, but he must be qualified. That is the point. Only I will read translation, then tomorrow we will cost time. My dear King Parikit. Oh yes, I already. Yes. Again, I read. My dear King Parikit, because Lord Brahma had finally descended from Satyaloka to Bhuloka, Narada Muni, Prince Priyavrata and Swayambhuva Manu came forward to offer him objects of worship and to praise him in highly qualified language, according to Vedic etiquette. At that time, Lord, when Guru comes, then you have to stand up and receive him, and you have to bow down, and you should offer pranam mantra. Everything you should do is necessary. You cannot just like not receive. No. At that time, Lord Brahma, the original person of this universe, felt compassion for Priyavrata, and looking upon him with a smiling face, spoke to him as follows. This is the nature of real Guru, to have compassion for the jivas. That is coming in Madhyamadikar. He feels that these jivas, they are suffering here, and they should be taught about the worship of Krishna, so he is compassionate. That Premo Maitri Kripo Pekha. Prema to Supreme Lord, Maitri, friendship with devotees, and Kripa to innocent jivas, those who are open to learn and they are ignorant, they have Kripa for them. The giving teaching, giving initiation, all this, and those who are fully against, they will avoid them, not to waste time. Tomorrow we will further hear. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hari Bol, 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 Hari Bol. जय श्री श्री गुरु गौरांग गांधर्विका गिरिधारी जीव की जय। जय श्री श्री गुरु गौरांग शिष्य राधा मदन मोहन पंचतत्त्वात्मक श्री गौर हरि की जय। जय श्री श्री गुरु गौरांग शिष्य राधा नयननाथ जीव की जय। जय श्री गौर नित्यानंद प्रभु की जय। जय श्री जगन्नाथ देव की जय। जय पतित पावन शिला गुरुदेव की जय। जय शिला परम गुरुदेव की जय। जय शिला प्रभुपाद की जय। जय श्री रूपानुग गुरुवरे की जय। जय श्री पंच तत्व प्रभु की जय। जय श्री वृंदा देवी तुलसी देवी की जय। जय सर्व विघ्न विनाशनकारी श्री नृसिंह देव की जय। जय अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। जय समागत भक्त वृंद की जय। जय श्री श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय। जय श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय। गौर परमानंदे हरि बोल। थैंक यू ऑल। धन्यवाद। प्रणम। हरि बोल।